Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all well. I know the past couple of weeks I've been so on and off just because of a lot of things that have been happening in my personal life, and I've just relaunched my website, so everything's been a little bit crazy down here. Anyway, I hope you guys are good. I hope you're all having an amazing week so far. So we're back to Saturday uploads. If you have any videos you'd like to see on my channel, please let me know in the comments below. Today's video is a very requested video. During the past couple weeks, I've been accumulating a lot of information so that I am ready to give you all the info, the entire gist in this video. Press the subscribe button and make sure you have the notifications on so you're notified every time I upload a video. And also, I'd love to thank Nordgreen for sponsoring today's video, and I'd like to introduce you guys to the brand very briefly. It's a Scandinavian, Denmark-based watch brand, and they make these gorgeous minimalist style watches. Not only are the watches ethically made in Danish-owned certified factories, but they're also eco-friendly. They are upcycled using plastics and FSC certified cartons using carbon neutral transport. They also have a giving back program, which is always lovely to hear with companies, and they give back to global NGOs such as Water for Good, Pratham UK and Cool Earth, and the customers can actually choose one of the 3 causes that Nordgreen supports. Whether it's 2 months of clean water to a family in Central African Republic, 1 month for a child's education in India, or preserving 200 square meters of a rainforest in Latin America. And honestly, that one really means a lot to me as a Brazilian. Onto the design. The designs are super minimal. If you love minimal watches, these are your thing. You're gonna love them. They're timeless, they're simple, and they also have interchangeable straps. So if you ever feel like you want to change your strap, you can always change it. There's all sorts of different designs, and this is the one that I have chosen to interchange with. So you can basically change the look of one watch in so many different ways. So yeah, I think they are definitely an amazing brand to support. I love what they stand for, and the watches are gorgeous. I've been wearing mine non-stop for the past week. I've been loving gold jewelry at the moment, and you can choose if you want gold, silver, rose gold. There's everything to choose from. I've got their link in the description box right now, so if you want to check them out, go ahead and check the link in the description box. Okay, so we're gonna get straight into this video. I have so much to talk about today, so grab a drink, grab a snack. It's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be very informative and you're gonna enjoy it. By the way, guys, I'm wearing Upendo from the Skin 2 collection. This one's still in stock, and if you wanna grab it, link is in the description box. I would like to introduce this video by talking a little bit about myself and driving. If you guys haven't been following me for too long, you probably won't know this, but I have never been the person that ever would drive a car. I was never interested. My dad made sure I had my provisional by 16. By 17, he bought me a book. When I tell you I'm not interested, I didn't know what brands of cars there was. I didn't know the difference. All I saw was blue, red, yellow. I saw color. I didn't see brands. I didn't know what happens in a car. When I go into the car, the only thing I am aware of is the aux cord. So I literally started from zero. By the age of 24, I got to the point where I was spending ridiculous amount of money on taxis, because in Birmingham, I wouldn't really take public transport. So I would be taking taxis everywhere. And the amount of money I was spending is actually ridiculous, guys. I would not recommend. Definitely think it was mainly out of necessity that I went into driving. Previously, I've always been the passenger. I can say this with my whole heart. It is one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. For all you guys who are starting to take your driving lessons, or are thinking about taking the driving lessons, are thinking about starting to drive, this is for you. I got my license last year. Having a car is a big blessing, because you have the agency to literally go wherever you want, do whatever you want. You don't need to rely on anyone. Driving is very therapeutic. I did not know this. Nobody told me this. Driving is one of the most therapeutic things ever. Sometimes I just take a little drive around just to clear my mind, blast my music, have my little raves on my own in the car. By the way, I am going to be doing a drive with me video soon. Before booking that test, before booking your driving instructor, before any of that, you need to sit down with yourself, and you need to have the belief that you will pass. Thinking to yourself, actually, I can do this. I can do this. This is something that I am going to succeed in. So make sure you start with the right intentions. And if you're Muslim, make dua about it, pray about it. But honestly, having that belief and speaking things into existence is a lot more powerful than you think. All right, so the next decision you're gonna have to make is, whether you're going to be driving in automatic or manual. By the way, this video is probably going to be a lot more useful for people in the UK. So if you're not in the UK, there's some things you may not understand here, but it also may apply to you as well. Obviously, automatic is a lot easier than manual. All down to you and what you want to invest in, what kind of car you want to invest in. It's all up to you. I decided to go for automatic simply because, like I said before, I didn't know anything about a car and I wanted the simplest way to drive. Glad that I did, because I can't be doing all of that, gear shifts and bite and all of that. I tried it once and I was like, hell no, not for me. So the next very important thing is finding a driving instructor that is gonna be good for you. It's very important to have someone who is gonna be understanding and who's also gonna be quite firm on you. You want to have a little balance, someone that you're comfortable, you can have a little chit chat with, but at the same time, you can really focus on the driving, you can really focus on what you're doing. I booked my driving instructor before my theory. Now, obviously that's because I don't know anything about a car, so I had to get in a car. I think the right driving instructor is so important for your journey because they're going to be there to support you, to answer your questions about everything. You need to make sure that they're professional, they're not going to waste your time, because like I said, if you're going to have a chin wag instead of learning about actual driving, you're basically wasting your money. You're paying someone just to talk to them. Also, I do have to say, if you feel like you're with someone, like with a driving instructor that you're not comfortable with, don't be shy to cancel that and just start with someone else. It's absolutely fine. It happens. To make sure every lesson you have with them is worthwhile. If you feel like the lesson is not, like you're not learning anything from it, then definitely look into finding someone else. So let's talk about the theory test. Always hated exams. So I was so scared, but alhamdulillah, I passed the first time. And the only reason why I passed the first time is because of this app. I literally revised the 3 days before the exam, and I was doing like mock exams back to back, and you're literally good to go, and it literally has everything on there. There's also a CD that I used for the videos that you have to watch. Definitely recommend you get all the DVLA stuff. They're the best, and they're made especially for the British theory test. They basically give you the same questions, but they just word them differently. So make sure you are using this app before your exam so you know exactly what's going on and you're ready and prepared for your exam. So the practical. Oh Lord. Thankfully, it only took me 2 tries. After my first test, I took 6 months before I did another one. Such a bad experience in my first test. I think I had like 6 majors or 7 majors and like 15 minors. It was terrible. I have a lot of things to say about this. I was so petrified after my first exam, I almost gave up and I was like, do you know what? Forget this. Maybe driving is just not for me anyway. Now, before I talk about anything inside the exam, preparations before the practical exam is so important. There's so much material on YouTube, by the way. The practical test is nothing like the theory test, so you need to keep that in mind. No matter how many videos you watch beforehand, if you're not settled and relaxed on the test, you're gonna mess up. You need to make sure the night before you do everything you can to make sure that you're super relaxed and you wake up super relaxed the next day. You don't want to stress yourself, because that's what happened to me the first time. I was so stressed. I felt like I was going to have a panic attack at one point. I was just super freaked out, and I think that's one of the reasons why I kept messing up. And at one point I was like, forget this, I really have failed. So I just kept on messing up even more. First things first, make sure you're drinking lots of water, stay hydrated, make sure you're eating well the day before, make sure you are just doing something that keeps you calm, whether it's watching Netflix or playing games or seeing your friends. Make sure you get a good night's sleep, especially if you're doing your test in the morning, so that you can wake up fresh and refreshed and just ready to take on the day. Another thing that nobody tells you, make sure you use the toilet before your test. I don't know what it is, when I'm nervous, I suddenly need to wee. So make sure you always use the bathroom beforehand, make sure everything's out of your system and you're ready to just focus on the road. Another thing that is important in life in general, whenever you're feeling stressed or whenever you're in a situation where you feel like you're getting a bit nervous, try and learn how to do breathing exercises, or breathing out and breathing in slowly and gently, and you're focusing on that movement. That makes you a lot calmer because it slows down your heart rate, and because when you're really nervous, your heart rate goes up the roof. So it slows it down and it calms you down a little bit. And it's just one of the most important things when driving, when doing your practical test, because it really keeps you relaxed and calm and stops you from getting really nervous. There's a lot of times where we feel like we've made a mistake on the test, but in fact, we didn't make any mistakes. And I feel like a lot of people, once they feel like they failed, they will not care about how they drive. So I would advise you, no matter what you think you did, no matter what mistake you think you did, just keep going and just keep driving your best, because to you, you may think that it's a fail. They may think it's just a minor. Just stay focused on driving safely. You don't need to rush in any of your maneuvers. It doesn't matter how long you take. The most important thing is that you're doing it safely, making your observations, which leads me on to my other very important advice. Always look in your mirrors. Just keep looking. This is very important because it shows that you are observing everything around you. Make sure you're looking behind your shoulder as well. Driving safely is a lot more important than driving fast. If you go in the wrong way or the wrong direction, or you take the wrong turn, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure you are driving safely. That's what happened to me when I passed. I took the wrong turn and I had to do a U-turn, and I was so nervous because it was in the middle of the road. But thankfully, I managed to do that and I passed. So don't worry, don't stress about it. Just go with the flow and just focus on driving safely. Keep that belief in you that you're going to pass, that you're going to succeed. So the most important thing is just to have that calmness, that relaxed mentality, also the belief that you're going to pass, the belief that you're going to succeed, whether it's now or later, and just stay calm and drive safely. That's like the most important thing you could do. I think that's it, guys. Whew. Let me know in the comments if any of this has been helpful for you. And if you want me to do driving with me videos, let me know. And if you have any other questions that I probably didn't mention in the video, comment them below and I will answer you in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and good luck to everyone taking their lessons or practical exams or theory tests. You've got this. Honestly, I believe in you. You have the power in you to succeed and get your license. I don't care what anyone says, but getting your license is a big deal. So when you do, celebrate it. Be proud of yourself. It's a very big achievement and it's something that you should be very, very happy about. Can't wait to see you all succeed and see you all driving on the road. See you guys next week. Bye.